Time and Dog, I got a history with this guy. He was playing up there today in the store. I started out by collecting money for him when he was busking. And that was how I...
What's busking?
You know, playing music in the street.
Gotcha.
Or in this case, down in the London Underground. And I started out in a Mississippi fashion by holding the hat for him and then learning some chords off him as we ran around. And we actually went on a tour through Europe busking and got into all kinds of scrapes.
Oh, do you remember your first show?
Yeah, it was Mott the Hoople.
Never heard of that.
Mott the Hoople, they're really great.
Did the 101ers ever do any albums? Did you record it all?
We did an album called Elgin Avenue Breakdown, but some of it was recorded on a cassette. Some of it in Pathway Studio, an 8-track. Some of it live off the board, you know, one of those things. We put it together out of any bits of tape that we had left. But it's impossible to get. Although I'm in touch with a drummer who lives in Granada in Spain, and he's put up on 101's website, so he tells me. So me and him put that out originally, but I don't think we pressed that many copies. After a few years of being out of the loop, you know, my best friends would kind of say it would be Saturday night and a few beers would have gone down, and after a while, your friends start going, you know, when they get really drunk, they go, "And you, man, you should be up there doing something," and kind of goading you. And finally, I thought, yeah, these guys are right. Because, you know, if you leave it too long, there's a sort of magic moment when it's too late to come back. And I think I just got in before the door closed.
Who's like influenced you now for the Mescaleros? Has it like changed since like the Clash?
Well, working with the Pogues was really, because they had a lot of acoustic-y instruments, and it was really different, like with accordions and stuff I never thought about. And there they were, rocking the house with that stuff. So I got a lot of, it broadened my outlook maybe, that it didn't have to be 2 guitars, bass and drums, which is still a great format. It was the same in the beginning, for me, as it is now. At least I've had the experience of going through it once. I've had to attack members of the audience before. Like, we were in Hamburg and there was one guy pushed up against the front of the stage and another guy behind him battering him in the kidneys. And this guy was going, ugh! And I saw that happening, so I managed to get the neck of the guitar down on the second guy's head and I whacked him on the head. And then he tried to he got me arrested by the Hamburg police. And they gave me a breathalyzer and I was sober. And before they let me go, the chief of the police came into the room, the chief of Hamburg police, just like you can imagine it. And he said, "Where's the punk who's been beating up on Zaza punks?" And they went, "Oh, it's over there." And he came up to me and he leaned down and he whispered in my ear, he went, "Good for you." And then he walked out of the room. So let him go. That's why it had to stop, because you begin, right? And it all makes sense. Yeah. But then 5 years later, you're kind of professionally paid to be a rebel. Right, it's insane. Isn't that a conundrum? It's like, it's truly insane that